All right, so moving on to Fawkes the Phoenix. Phoenix is meant to be kind of a symbol of rebirth, of newness, beauty, etc. So this link I have here is to, oops, um, this is going to be a compilation of instances where Fawkes is uh, kind of a savior, a healing force. This is kind of a long clip, so we're going to look at the first little bit. But Harry is really intrigued by this creature, and we're going to see him burst into flames, which is how phoenixes die. But as Dumbledore will explain in a second, I'll just let him do the talking because he's magical. All right, and then we'll jump here to watch Fawkes heal Harry real quick with his magical tears. But I think these three scenes, both in Dumbledore's office and then these two pieces here in the Chamber of Secrets, show two cool pieces of the Phoenix's lore, both as a symbol for rebirth, in that Harry will endure a series of, you know, um, flames, as it were, but he can come out of the ashes and be this hero that he'll eventually turn into. Um, so moving on from this, we're going to get into the deeper stuff. So, Harry Potter and the Elements of Myth. The Lost Prophecy. Basically, what this is that Harry was prophesized to meet Voldemort and be the only one to be able to kill him. Um, take a look here. So, we're hearing Harry meet his, or understand his destiny, that he must be the one to kill Voldemort. This is the biggest instance of fate throughout the series, because Harry has to Harry is destined for this fate, and he now has to choose whether he's going to embrace it, run from it like Oedipus, embrace it like Odysseus. Um, and obviously, he eventually ends up embracing it. He becomes this fantastic hero. He finds Voldemort, and spoiler alert, kills him. Um, and and he makes it his will to do so. Another instance of fate that Rowling brings in is in Wands, where the wand chooses the wizard. And this, for the sake of time, we don't have to watch this scene because we're really only looking for this one line where the wand chooses the wizard. It's just an interesting other piece of fate that J.K. Rowling brings in to contrast the free will, where, for example, when Harry is being sorted during his first year, he gets called to the sorting hat, and whereas normally the students don't have any say into the house they're sorted into, Harry uses his free will to express that he doesn't want to be in Slytherin. So when he begins muttering, "Not Slytherin, not Slytherin," the sorting hat takes his will into account. Similarly, there's a line in Chamber of Secrets where Dumbledore says, "It's our choices, Harry, that show us what we truly are." Um, so this again plays into free will because Harry makes his choice to embrace his fate, to embrace his destiny to meet Voldemort, and becomes obviously a much more heroic character because of it. Finally, I feel like I'm talking forever, but I have a run through of how Harry Potter parallels the hero's journey. As for departure, he begins his adventure unwelcome with the Dursley household. His call to action are the letters for Hogwarts. The Dursleys take the letters, and that's kind of a refusal of the call to action. Um, Along the way, Harry discovers his supernatural abilities, his supernatural mentor, supernatural friends, and he finally crosses the threshold into the magical world. Whereas his first meeting or his first trip to Diagon Alley with Hagrid, before as he prepares for his first year, is kind of the belly of the whale moment. As for initiation, I feel like a lot of this hero's journey bit can be interpreted as either or both within each individual novel as well as within the series as a whole. So I kind of flip flopped through here. But Harry meets Ginny, his goddess, but she also is acts as woman as temptress because she causes plenty of complications, like we saw in the scenes in the Chamber of Secrets. There are also issues that she causes in the Goblet of Fire. So that is pretty spot on there. Atonement with the Father can be either when he meets Sirius in the third book. It can be when he kind of sees his parents in the Mirror of Erised in the first book. It can be even maybe as he's coming to terms with what he has to do to kill Voldemort, either in the fourth or the seventh book. So there's a lot of places where this could happen, but it's definitely in the story. Um, so again, this understanding of his destiny gives Harry a deeper understanding of his purpose. And again, depending on how you want to break this down, there are multiple ultimate boons, whether it's the Sorcerer's Stone in the first book, um, the eventual killing of Voldemort in the seventh, the acquisition of all of the Horcruxes or all of the Deathly Hallows in the sixth and seventh book. Again, there's many ways to take this. And finally, the return. For example, in the first book, when if he doesn't want to leave Hogwarts and go back to the Dursleys, that could be the reluctance to return. There are again multiple magical flights, depending on the analysis. Harry's friends rescue him from without. That's a very clear one. They're always there to help bring him back on track. And then as the return threshold, once Harry defeats Voldemort, he becomes kind of this master of the wizarding world. He's a well-lauded hero. He's he has saved the day. Success.